From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
The fog is really starting to set up now on the Hillsdale camera, and you'll find that visibility is going to be struggling no matter where you happen to be headed this morning. Temperature-wise, we're sitting right in the mid-30s for most of the area, with humidity up past 90%. We aren't expecting that visibility to get any better here in the near future. Now, that's also with a wind chill that still makes it feel like it's below freezing, so it's a bit of a complicated setup today. We'll talk temperatures more in detail coming up as 6 News This Morning continues.
WLNS is here for you with 6 News This Morning.
Police continue to investigate several shootings this morning that happened in several different communities on Christmas Eve. Good morning and happy Thursday. Today is December 26th. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Megan Vaselli. Jorma has the day off. 6 News is here for you now with this morning's top stories. Police in Jackson confirm an investigation is underway this morning after a shooting happened there on Christmas Eve. They're not willing to give out too much information yet, but police do tell 6 News that they plan to release new details later today. Questions remain this morning about exactly when and where the shooting happened, as well as the status of the people involved. 6 News will continue to follow any new developments and will update you as soon as we can. In Oakland County, one person died and 2 others remain in the hospital this morning after another Christmas Eve shooting. It happened in Oxford Township near the high school where a mass shooting happened, killing 4 students and hurting 7 other people. Now, the Oakland County Sheriff's Office says this shooting appeared to be random, and the suspects seemed to go off on a violent spree at several locations while passing through the community. Investigators arrested a man and recovered a gun. Meanwhile, both people in the hospital are expected to survive. The man accused of trying to assassinate President-elect Donald Trump in South Florida now won't be tried until September. That's what a federal judge ruled this week.
Take 2 steps to your right!
Ryan Routh was arrested last September after investigators say they saw him aim a rifle at Mr. Trump while he was playing golf at Trump International Golf Club in West Palm Beach. His trial originally was scheduled to start on February 10th, but a U.S. district judge ruled that now it will start on September 8th. This after Routh's attorney asked for more time to review the evidence against him. Prosecutors say the man had been plotting to kill Mr. Trump for weeks. However, Routh pleaded not guilty. A bill is on Governor Gretchen Whitmer's desk this morning, awaiting her signature to expand the use of emotional support dogs in courtrooms. Michigan's current law allows emotional support dogs to be used only by victims under the age of 16, vulnerable adults, or people with developmental disabilities. However, the Michigan House recently passed legislation changing the age to 17 and expanding the definition of courtroom support dogs. This would allow therapy dogs with the American Kennel Club to assist as well. Supporters of the bill say it would make therapy dogs more available to kids and adults who have to testify about traumatic experiences. The bald eagle, a symbol of power and strength, now officially the national bird of the United States. The U.S. has been using the bald eagle as its national symbol for nearly 250 years, but Congress never made it official. That changed on Christmas Eve when President Joe Biden signed legislation changing the bald eagle from America's mascot to its official national bird. Investigators in Kazakhstan continue looking into an airplane crash this morning that killed 38 people. It happened yesterday while trying to make an emergency landing. Incredibly, though, nearly half of the 67 people on board did survive. But now investigators want to know why the plane was diverted from Russia and what led to the emergency situation on board. Leah Mishkin is here for you now with the latest.
A chilling scene. The moment a passenger jet with 67 people on board crashes near Kazakhstan's Aktau airport and bursts into flames. Emergency crews rushed to the scene. Miraculously, 29 people survived, their faces in complete disbelief. 38 others on board were killed. Azerbaijan Airlines said the Embraer 190 jet, traveling from the Azerbaijani capital of Baku to Grozny, Russia, was diverted and attempting to make an emergency landing. Azerbaijan's president said he was told worsening weather conditions forced the plane off its planned route. Russia's Civil Aviation Authority says it appears a bird strike led to an emergency on board. Families and friends are awaiting an official report. Leah Mishkin, CBS News.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather on the Sixes, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Out on the Capitol camera, there's some haze and some mist and some wet roadways. Not the best day to be outside, particularly if you have frizzy hair like me, because we have high humidity. That's taken the form of fog, which has dropped visibility down to just a quarter of a mile in Hillsdale at the moment. Other spots also struggling. Temperature-wise, it's in the 30s, so it's a cold fog. It might even have some freezing fog, with temperatures right at freezing in Ionia, 32 degrees. Everyone else slightly warmer than that. The problem with freezing fog is that, well, there's also some freezing drizzle when you look at the radar. So you might have a couple of slippery spots, especially on those bridges. Most of the rest of the area is just wet, though, and that rain chance really doesn't pick up here until we get later on in the forecast. Today, drizzle and clouds. Well, it's unpleasant at times, but I'd still say it's a green paw day compared to what's to come. We're going to have 3 days of rain headed our way. So for Miles and all the other pets, if you want to get them outside, today's an actually okay day to do that. Also, it was Miles' first Christmas. Hopefully it was a nice one, no matter what you're celebrating. Seemed like the weather just wasn't quite seasonal. Temperatures were just a little bit too warm. We didn't have much snow, but I did have a snow pile in my front yard, so I'm counting it as a win.
Yeah, that was a white Christmas for you, wasn't it?
It was. I have low standards.
Take what you can get, guys. Take what you can get. That's what we do.
I actually put a water bottle in the freezer and told my mom to have the cheese grater ready so that I could like make my own snow if I needed.
That's awesome. I'm here for it. All right, Katie, thank you. Coming up, firefighters in St. John's got into the holiday spirit by helping a local family in need. We'll have those details in our What's on the Web segment.